a lot of examples to draw upon for providing sage advice on what will or won't work with various explosives and various situations. I could sit in place to get a little bit of... See, I dread leaving because we've got like 5 or 6 barracks and 3, 4, 5 libraries. I forget how many. So we've possibly got everything I need in this one lab. So leaving's not actually a high priority for me. I just need to get into barracks and libraries one way or the other. So, we can train to throwing 2 pretty quick and easy, relatively speaking. The other question would be, would tossing dynamite at the front entrance to the lab possibly open the front wall or door and kill the turret? So if I was going to toss dynamite somewhere, why bother tossing it down in the finale room to get a card when I could just toss it at the front door and take the door down and the turret theoretically? I don't know. It's going to depend a lot on the genetic instability. I can survive the negative CBMs. The random mutations I'm being handed could get me into a situation that we'd end up having a countdown timer to death. And actually I think the main limiting factor may just be healing items. I've got a limited supply of healing items. We only got good healing on that first attempt, mainly because I slathered on full bandages and disinfectant. But we're not going to have that option for more than like one more slather. So I got no bandages anywhere but what I'm carrying. So we're down to 1 actual bandage and 23 doses of antiseptic. Then we're flat out. So antiseptic I can craft with oxidizer powder and ethanol. So I've got 3 batches I can craft of antiseptic. I don't use these up for other reasons, so we're actually okay on antiseptic. And then bandages also use the denatured alcohol and antiseptic. And I've got a limited supply of duct tape. So we've got a few options here and there. I guess I could do bleached makeshift bandages too. So average poor versus average poor. Well, why would you bleach instead of just boiling if they're the same stat? That doesn't make any sense. Who would waste bleach when you can just use water? That is silliness. Exact same options, statistics, and quantities. Just this uses bleach in addition to water. And this uses just water. What the hell? What's the use of that recipe? Huh. I wonder if that's a holdover from something. So yeah, we'll do some makeshift bandages. We'll boil them. That'll get us 1 level below the regular bandages, and we might still stay ahead of things. So it's going to be the genetic instability. Now to add to the fun, we do also have all of these. We've got a big old pile of various animal trait mutagens and serums laying around. Oh, they're all serums. Damn. So, if I really want to screw myself, I could just start downing all these things. Bleach is for when you don't have a fire? Alright, at least there's some difference. But yeah, the other option being we teleport out. We grab as much gear as we can carry. We just teleport out and we waddle our way to town in whatever gear we've got. This is our book list. So first aid, we've got all the books. We can take ourselves all the way up to 8 first aid. Well, that's nice. What I might do is, well, yeah, we don't have the early cooking books so that I can start crafting purifiers to stay ahead of the mutagen or mutations either. Unless we can get into a library. I think what I need to do is I need to cook up some dynamite, and I need to try to get into a library. We got 2 chances with the dynamite. I think I'm going to use one of them trying to get into a library. Well, the head health will either heal or not. I'll throw the regular bandage and the antiseptic on it, and we had some pretty good results healing the first time, and we've dropped 1 category of weight from morbidly to very. So as that comes down, our health stat will get a little bit better. Now we can't make 30 dynamite. We're short the acid. I was missing a category. Oops. So this one right here, we've got a very limited supply. I can do 1 out of nitric, and I can do 1 out of sulfuric, and then we're out. Unless I can get a hold of some concentrated, which I don't remember. Acid water and weak acid water. Yeah, can't do. Yeah. So we've only got a couple of options for dynamite. 2 of them in particular. And we've got a library just north of us here. The other option would be the hard way of going through the whole metalworking process. Which is not likely. We've got the raw materials, but I can't remember if you can go through the entire metalworking process to get to a pickaxe without having any books. Was it 2 of 4? It could have been. I wasn't looking close enough. Maybe we can do 3 then. Yeah, we can do 3. 2 out of that group, 1 out of that group. So 3 total. So I think we should do some. Let's do some dynamite. Now, if I use dynamite, yeah, we should be far enough from that. Well, there's all the acid recipes. I don't believe so. There's hydrochloric using salt in addition to the others. But that's the only recipes I've got access to. What's the timer on the dynamite? Let's cook 1. Ammonia, please. And there. Hey there, dynamite. Oh, we get potassium chloride as a secondary product? What do we use that for? Alright, that's getting a little too complicated, so I'm not going to be using that for much. So he has the dynamite. Prisoner containment. Got a library here. Or do we just use it right here where we've already got a library? This library's got a guardian. May or may not get killed in the dynamite blast, but I'm going to have to remove it if it does not get killed. I think I'd rather go deal with the other. I have no idea what the timer is on dynamite. I don't know if I'm just gonna get myself instantly vaporized here. Oh, why? Oh, that's right. I've got that turret right there. I don't know how big the I don't know how big the explosion is. Alright, turret won't get me with no light and no line of sight. So, dynamite. Burns into lit dynamite. Several sticks of explosives with a fuse attached. Use this to light the fuse. You will, of course, need a lighter or matches in your inventory to do this. Shortly after lighting the fuse, this item will explode, so get away. Yeah, how shortly? That's what I want to know. Can I use these to make Anfo? Anfo charge. Well, throwing the dynamite and running is essentially the same as dropping it at my feet and running, because I have 0 throw skill. And it's just going to land at my feet. So in order to make sure it places in the right spot, I'd have to basically be standing right there. Next thing I'm not sure about is, am I going to have enough time to get through that door up there? I don't want to be in a narrow hallway with crap ricocheting everywhere. And I just don't know how big the explosion is for dynamite. I don't remember using dynamite anytime in the last year or so. Well, we got the vending machines over here. Ideally, I'd like to not destroy the vending machines. This is the bathroom. I'd like to drop it. See, I don't know whether it's more or less likely to go through a door versus these walls. And I don't know whether it would help me to try to close the doors behind me. Oh, there's no door here. Drop it in the room with the fridge. So, I just, like I said, I'm not sure. What I'm trying to determine is, let's say, for example, I put it in this corner and it explodes. That will answer my question on whether it can go through the door and or the wall. If I put it over here, I'm not answering my question on whether it's going to go through the door. The door may be easier than the wall. So... I'm just scared of... Alright, we're going to wait for a couple of reasons. One, my head health is too low for this kind of experimentation. One spare frag that just happens to clip me in the noggin and we'd be done. So let's at least get our sleep cycle done before we go do any dynamiting. Alright. Before we do that, though, I need to take a break. We're a little over 4 hours. I can go brew up some tea, get some cookies for Zombie Dog. He's already had his Mega Biscuit for the evening. So, somebody bought him his Mega Biscuit about 30 seconds into the stream. But yeah, I'll be back here in, between 5 and 10 minutes, like usual. So, Zombie Dog will be up on screen, keeping an eye on you yahoos. Make sure nobody runs off with anything while I'm gone. And I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. Alright, no, you're correct, Schreier. There is a subway connection on floor 2. Escaping the lab is not my concern. I have no desire to escape the lab. So, I've already got 2 or 3 ways out of the lab. That's not an issue. I can already cover that. Only thing I'm interested in is getting into the libraries here in the lab I'm in. And or the barracks. Barracks would be nice too. Getting a consistent way to get into those is what I'm currently trying to figure out. So, escaping, not a problem. I got lots of ways to do that. So, the dynamite, we got 3 charges, 3 attempts. I'm just not sure that they're going to do what I hope they do without killing me. But let's stick to priorities here. Hey, zombie dog. Elephant cookies. Mmm. Alright, let's move that back a bit so I can have my cinnamon raisin swirl bread. What's next? Big mean otter for zombie dog. The one thing I can think of that would be a possible good reason to go out of the lab through the subway is if it did link us up to the actual subway system under the city nearby, and we could come up and get a jackhammer in the subway utility room. Then we could run back here, pop open 5 libraries and 5 barracks, and reap all the rewards. But otherwise, I got no reason to go anywhere. I mean, if I get into these locations here, it's got pretty much everything I need. So, we'll see. Alright, zombie dog, last one, kangaroo. There you go, buddy. Alright, that's it. That's it for you, zombie dog. You can head back downstairs and continue your ever-vigilant guarding of the back door. Yes, make it so that they can't open that door without moving a zombie body. Dunk. Alright. So, I just need to nom on my bread a little bit longer here while I ponder. So while I was gone, not a single one of you guys opened up a test world and threw a stick of dynamite to see how long the timer lasted for me. Oh, Freedy's back. Big Dirty Phil. It's a gift sub. Thanks, Freedy. You can set the length of the fuse on the dynamite. That'd be pretty cool. 20 might be good. Alright, a couple more bites and we're all set. No, you're not getting none of this. This is my snack, zombie dog. Well, it could be your movement rate, Rum Bottom, if you actually tried running away. Either way. As long as there's a decent bit of time for me to run around a corner. I think 20 will do it. Oh, you stood on it? Well, that's another way of doing it. I would have stood on it with the invincibility trait. Alright, so we've got 3 opportunities. 3 sticks of dynamite we can craft up. Let's, we're going to do 1 night of healing. We'll do some reading till we're tired. We'll do 1 night of healing, get our head back into, hopefully, decent shape, and then we'll go give it a try. Did not blow up a door in any of 3 tests. Huh. Well, That doesn't bode well for my hopes. You'd think dynamite would go through a door. We'll find out. Alright, so let's grab, of course, the Big Book of First Aid. Put the fire out. And go stand over here and read us some books. Do some book learning with our int 7 until we lose int, like that, and then we start scratching. Whoops. Nope. Oh, the joys of having all these negative CBMs. More acid damage. There's level 2. Keep going. Can I get level 3 before we go dead tired? No, we didn't find either of the other tools. No hacksaw, no wrench. Unfortunately. More acid damage. So much. So many interruptions. Come on. Alright, there we go. First aid to 3. Call it a halt right there. Some more water. Get all hydrated. Finished the Big Book First Aid. And I need, before we do anything else, before we go to bed, I need some more makeshift bandages. Give me 10 of those. And give me boiled makeshift bandages. Okay, a regular bandage on our face, antiseptic, and boiled everywhere else. I think. Yeah, let's do one more round of full disinfectant. So. Alright. Here we go. Wear the earplugs. Not that it helps, but just so we don't add any other external causes of me waking up. Oh yeah, wait. So let's have a talk. Let's have a chat. What do we do with all of these serums? I do not have robust genetics. Do any of these give robust genetics? I can't remember. Which ones have robust? Does Cephalopod have robust? Slime has robust and medical alpha. Alright, so I'm not going to get robust from... Oh, and fish. I got no fish. Dang it. Fish and slime are the early level possible ones. We don't have either. We don't have fish or slime. Let's, I'm tempted, but let's hold off on that still. Things are bad enough as is. Let's not play the really bad lottery with our chances currently. What else is going to hand me while I sleep? That's going to be the good question. Alright, let's go to sleep. See what happens. What happens is I instantly get an acid discharge and wake up. Get one more bar on that head. Would be nice. That's a good long sleep there. So we did get another partial bar. So if I don't take any damage by running around and getting smacked by things, then we might be full health next round. Which is kind of surprising to me. So our fast healer, I always recommend you take fast healer when you play one of these prototype cyborgs to keep ahead of the acid discharge. I think it's just a losing proposition to not take it. I don't care about food, of course. We're still hydrated. Shall we do our explodey test? Let's go do our explodey test. So what books am I hoping to get in the library? Computers 1 to 6. So the early and mid-level computer book, that would be quite the score. That would be probably my #1 priority, being able to get access to the barracks and libraries. Launcher book. How about a pitching book? All right, so I am going to drop it. I'm going to kill the computer. I'm going to drop it in the space where the computer's at. I'm going to try to kill the computer. Strength 11 with a broken makeshift crowbar. Alright, computer's dead. Let's actually... Whoops. I don't want to haul all of that out of there. Let's haul out... Alright, so full stamina. Our base move cost is 114, not too bad. We got no negative traits, no warmth issues, nothing that I can see affecting my speed. So yeah, I think this is the best we can transfer here. So, let's see, wield dynamite. Activate. Dynamite. Drop. That direction. Dynamite. Run mode. So my ears are ringing, so it went off. We'll give it a little while longer, just to be sure. All right. Well, the doors are gone in the middle section here. Well, we got it down to the rebar. You can bash rebar. I might need to go make a home wrecker, but we're in with a single piece. I just need to get rid of the rebar. I'm not sure I'll be able to do it with a makeshift crowbar with only 10 bash on it. All right, let's give it a try. Plus, I'll need to get a 2x4 for the pit. Oh yeah, take off. Oh, I'm deaf because of the explosion. There we go. Alright, rebar's gone. Now I just need to go get a 2x4 so we can bridge the gap there, or a plank, I mean. We're in. Ah, medical book. So, yeah, no idea how much damage, if any, these took. But, with the dynamite there, one wall section took enough damage. Please, 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 give me some good books. I really don't need... Well, I guess we can use that. No, that's useless. Nothing. High-level sewing book, and nothing. Holy crap. Alright. Well, unfortunate. Pretty poor showing for a library. So we got a well, that we had earlier from the practicality. So we got to do it yourself. That's not bad because I can do 1 to 3 in fab easily with just random raw materials. So that's not too bad. And then the designers is also not too bad because I can get to tailoring 3 the same way very quickly and easily. And then these will boost me to, is it either 5 or 6? Not sure which. DIY and the sewing techniques. That takes me to 6. And sewing techniques is also 6. Yeah, so 6 in fab and 6 in tailoring is great. That'll get me all the backpacks, if I can scrounge up the materials, and get me into the light survivor suit category of gear, theoretically. Did we get any new mutations while I slept? I don't think we did. We're due. But yeah, that wasn't a good showing. I mean, it's an okay. It'll get us somewhere, but yeah. So, we got another library to my north. 2 more opportunities with dynamite. Dynamite our way, or try to dynamite our way out of the back of the... Well, no, the lab walls, the exterior walls are 2 layers deep. I'd have to, most likely I'd have to dynamite, hope a wall section crumbled, take out the rebar, then drop another dynamite in the next spot, and hope the next wall. I don't think dynamite's going to get me out of the lab by exploding the exterior walls. Yeah, I've got the chem set and some of the chemistry books. I think I might be missing something. I mean, we can do salt water. I can do 10 doses of salt water. But the problem... Which one was I looking at? I don't have a recipe for acid water or weak acid water. I don't remember what the deal is with those. It's been too long since I dealt with them. Advanced physical chem or chemistry textbook. I don't think I have either of those. That's probably what's going on. We've got the chemical reference classified, and that's it. So yeah, we're missing some recipes. It's not auto learned by me having cooking. So unfortunately, we are missing what we need for more acid. All right, so how to best put these to use? We could try to dynamite our way into a barracks. The front end of the barracks, if I can get into it, would give me access to the soldier's clothing, possibly a gun. Then we'd have to dynamite again to get into the armory section with mixed results. But I'm less concerned with killing things right now than I am with getting the right combination of books, really. I think what I'm gonna do is let's sit in place and keep reading. We'll see what random mutations hit me while I'm trying to read my way up to First Aid 8. As soon as I hit First Aid 8, let's go down to the auto dock and take a look at the percent chances at the auto dock. Wait, I can't get into the auto dock. I'd have to blast my way in and hope it didn't kill the auto dock couch computer. Let's double check some things here. So, chem, what else on this list? Starting from the bottom, what's dangerous other than dynamite? I definitely can't do Anfo. I really think dynamite's the only thing I can whip together remotely close to being able to whip it together. Molotovs would be no problem. Then I lose gear. Pipe bomb. I don't have metal sawing 1, and no, there weren't any multi-tools. I don't have any gunpowder for it. Nothing else. So yeah, it's pretty much just dynamite. 2 more charges, and then we're gonna be out. Getting my first aid to about 4 is where it starts petering out on its usefulness as an improvement on healing rates. Do what to do. No way of bootstrapping my electronics. Slim possibility. Yeah, there's a slim possibility I could get an integrated tool set in. We've got a small amount of bionic power available to the tool set would give me access to the tools I'm missing for various things. It's kind of a weird situation. The overweight is a blessing and a curse. I don't need to worry about food. So I don't have that timer. But without being able to get into the... Yeah, I'm not sure. Hey, Cubanemo. Thanks very much. Appreciate the long-term support there. Alternatively, we go down to the 2nd floor and we run the tunnel. See what's in the tunnel. See what our options are. I like to know what my options are. The downside will be as soon as I move away from here, we're going to start losing map memory. Something fierce. I hate losing my map memory before I'm done with an area. If the dynamite's not going to blow the doors down, they're not going. It's not going to remove the walls. Could get out of the area, the top side either. And if I teleport out, then we can't easily get back in again. Guess I could teleport back in, but that's pretty chancy, pretty short term. That library's done. Here for now about prisoner containment. Or the trap turret. Can't get into the barracks without blowing our way in. That'll have relatively useless results. Don't need the evaporator anymore. Worried about that. It's gonna be barracks again. Vault, barracks, turret trap, library, and distillation tool. I already grabbed that as well. So yeah, other than barracks and libraries, and the occasional turret trap, EBM finale. Secbots. No lights. ID card. Max 2 computer. The dynamite did work to get us into the library. It blew down one wall section, and I was able to then bash down the rebar, and we got in. We got 2 books, which are okay books, but they don't move me forward in my immediate needs. It was a pretty piss poor library. 2 books total. So I'm doing what I usually do. I am I'm gauging the possibilities and the probabilities to try to figure out what the best course of action here is versus my timers. Primary timer I'm worried about currently is not my CBMs or my weight. It's the genetically unstable. Not going to fire super often, once every day or two, but it's already giving me bad back, which is pretty nasty. A lot less carry weight that we can use now. And gave us Fielderm, which is okay. I don't have the materials to do... I can put together a little bit of soap to clean up a few things, but they're not critical. Actually, I'm kind of wondering if pretty soon those security bots down in that finale are going to be out of ammo. There was like 20 or so bodies in that room with the security bots. Oh, I got Z levels off. I'd have to turn Z levels on, or I'd have to move down there to get the revives and the killing or revives and re-killing, so I could walk in and grab that stuff. I think given the map, we're gonna go tunnel exploring. We're gonna go down the subway. I need to know what my options are. My worry is that I don't really have a solution for Amigo in the tunnel with me, which is something I keep ending up experiencing. And I don't have a lot of power for my headlamp. We'd have to turn it off for most of the trip. So actually, we might have another solution, another option. If I can get lucky and get into a barracks that had a grenade throwing robot, the dispatch bot, and it had been killed by the zombies, then I could use the soldering iron to disassemble the grenade hacks, and I could disassemble C4s and then use the C4 to breach. Messy, but I could do it. So there is another possibility. It's going to come down to whether or not we get in that method or not. So north of me here is the library, and then we've got the barracks down south there. Let's run down there real quick and see if we can tell what's in there. The options are no noise. I'm still deaf from the explosion. Yep, I need to not be deaf. So let's go read for a bit until I am no longer deaf. Let's get at least one more level of first aid. And I'm no longer deaf. Alright. Let's go take a trip down south. Alright, so footsteps. It's possible that they've already killed a bot. Multiple footsteps. So how would I deal with them? Could be bio-operators, could be soldier zombies. They're going to be effectively immune to the dissectors, which I don't have any up here. I'd have to run all the way up here to get to them. So straight up and across. I've got a few goo pits I can lead them into, either way north or right there. Well, I would rather get their gear. I got no way of really killing them. Unless, well, if I get super drunk, I might be able to. Get super drunk and kick them to death? Assuming we even make it in. So it would be drop dynamite, hope it breaches any one of these walls. Then get drunk. As soon as I notice that there's a hole, come down and try to kick things to death. I could do that for anything except for a bio-operator. It's sounding like there's multiple zombies in here. Yeah, I think that'll give me the best opportunity. So let's go cook up another dynamite. I'll need the dynamite, I'll need the alcohol, and man, I would like to get some armor or something, but we'll see what we can. Whoops. Oh, that's I can't. Alright, there's our dynamite. Last two. While I'm here, I'm also going to make a home wrecker. That'll help us get through the rebar a little better. And let's leave the faux fur kitty collar behind. And the book. Alright, need my alcohol. Pretty much it. One of the... Give me some elbows. Kevlar brutes? Oh, heck yeah. We've had Kevlar brutes. We've got earplugs. I just didn't have them on when we let the dynamite loose. I didn't occur to me, being so far away, that it would still deafen me. Alright. Killed the home wrecker, and I think we're all set. I'll worry about carry capacity and all that other stuff later. Alright, well, this will be interesting. In a horrifying way, I'm sure. Horrifying for me, entertaining for you. Alright, it's pretty much a straight shot north for anything I want to do. It's north to the goo pits to try to goo them. I would rather take them here to get gooed, then I can get the goo into the dissectors over here to get rid of the goo. Much as I would like to kill them, we're going to give it a try. We're going to see if I can stomp them to death with my Muay Thai hooves My drunken Muay Thai hooves. Let's see, I'm not worried about the computer location this time. It's gonna get whomped by the dynamite anyway. Alright, let's wear the earplugs. Killed some dynamite. I'm trying to get them as close to the wall where the explosion is going to be as possible. I doubt they're going to take any damage, but well, I can hope. Alright, activate dynamite, drop dynamite, run mode, and skedaddle. I forgot to get the headphone or the earplugs back in. Long hallway. And I'm deafened anyway. Oh, that's because of the earplugs. Alright, we'll just wait here. Alright, computer is not dead. That's interesting. This is where I find out the dynamite's still sitting there and it goes off right when I walk up. Well, that's anticlimactic. So you're telling me dynamite 2 spaces away from a computer didn't kill the computer? That's what you're telling me. Alright, our last dynamite. Well, apparently we made a hole, but I'm not drunk yet. I needs to be drunk. Look at that. Completely took the thing out. Slightly injured.